Hi, this is Dan. Welcome to something new I'm trying here. I don't know that it's gonna go all that well, but I was playing the Duskers Daily Challenge tonight, and things went rather terribly for me. Also, JuryRigged was playing the Duskers Daily Challenge tonight, and things went terribly for him in a similar way, though he finished with a far more respectable score than I did. He recovered from his initial terrible mishap. I compounded it with a second mishap. Anyway, that doesn't matter. In a comment that he left on my daily challenge video today, and this is the daily challenge video for the 10th of May 2017. I'll leave a link to the video and to JuryRigged's video in the video description, assuming I actually succeeded this and post it. But he raised the question of whether, say you had to vent an airlock, and one of your drones was disabled, or maybe even not disabled, and just kind of hanging out in that room. If the room was big enough and you were quick enough to open and shut the airlock, could you keep your drone from getting vented? And so, welcome to episode 1 of the Duskers Brain Trust Test Kitchen. So, this is my campaign run, which I've actually stopped playing for the most part. It was fairly well developed. I have a full stable of drones with all kinds of useful stuff, which is cool. And I also have a remote power. I also have a whole bunch of broken down things because, you know, you play campaign mode, it happens. But I want to test this. So, and I think with this setup we can. Right now, for whatever reason, we're hanging out in the Galleon system, and there's nothing good here, I don't think, for testing this. All we're looking for is to find a big room with an airlock attached in a useful place. However, you know, we don't need to just go to Galleon. We have 4 jump fuel and all kinds of good stuff. So I thought I would take a look at Slempok. And Slempok has 2 ships we haven't visited. The Lemuria, which is a private A, and the Winding Truths, or the Winding Truths, if you like, which is salvage B. Infestation type 2 there, infestation type's unknown here. Privates are often smaller than, for instance, salvages or barges, but the first thing to do is go looking for a ship that has a big enough room that we can test this. And I think I'm going to go for the Lemuria A. Actually, it's going to send me to the Yeoman, because that's just kind of how it works. But we're going to go over here. We are going to... Oh, and we have enough propulsion fuel so that if this one doesn't work out, the other one will. So let's go. And board. We're not trying to clear the ship. We're testing a theory. So yeah. So let's board. Let's see what we got. Oh, one thing that would be really helpful if we had it, and we don't, is Ship Surveyor, because we could get a read on whether there was a... This is a big room. This room might be perfect, actually, for the question that I want to ask. Except... Okay. Rem R2. Because the question we need to ask... Oh, thank you! Is... The question we want to ask is... Is there a room that's big enough with an airlock? Okay, so let's... We can't use R2 though, because venting R2 might break the generator, and if it breaks the generator, we aren't going to be able to close A1 again after we vent it. So... Well, let's... Fine. Let's see. Okay, D6 is clear. D6 is clear. So let's... Okay. I'm not even sure why. Actually, I'm completely sure why I did that. It's because I'm playing Duskers now, and so I feel like I need to... I don't... Who has my goddamn gather drone? Oh, Kelly. Hello. Number 4. Yay. Okay. Well, I think this might be the best room. So, D21, D12, A1, just to be safe. And let me just check my alias. No. Okay. What we want is a pop command, which I should have already. So, open... Close... I'm very new to aliases, just so you know, so this might very well not work. But, okay, so pop D13. I don't even know if that worked, because it happened so quickly, but it didn't give me an error, so okay, pop A4, or no, A3. Okay. So let's see if Robbie gets sucked out of the airlock if we pop A2. It'll fill with vacuum, and no. Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, okay. Well, one of the reasons that this came up was I had a disabled drone stuck in a door, and I was trying to salvage my run, so it seemed like the only way that I could successfully close the door that I needed to close to continue the run was to vent the disabled drone. I had already gotten all of the upgrades off of it after a long distance swap. If you watch the video, it'll make sense. But it was on one end of the room, the airlock was on the other end of the room. It was a very, very long room, and I recall watching it just slowly being swept out the door, or out the airlock after I started the venting. And, you know, it didn't even occur to me that I could salvage the drone. But if I closed the door in time, but then JuryRigged raised the question, which is why I love the Dusker's Brain Trust. So it was a good question, and let's see what happens here. Okay, so Robbie took some damage. He's actually inside the door right now. But holy shit, check that out. I mean, they're drones. They don't breathe. So, of course, vacuum isn't necessarily going to kill them. I'm not sure where the damage came from, but oh my god, that is so goddamn cool. Thank you so much, JuryRigged, for asking the question. That's awesome. Okay, and we don't need to drag this out any further because I think we have simulated that, and we've tested a couple of different conditions which might actually be tactically useful. So, awesome. Anyway, okay, I'm actually going to post this. This was grand, and probably could have just escaped to Maine. That would have been the better thing, because Robbie, who has been abused, would not have lost his health, and the remote power would not be deteriorating. Anyway, still, okay, that was really, really cool. And yeah, so, okay. Thanks for watching the Dusker's Brain Trust Test Kitchen, Episode 1. There may be more of these as questions that are responsive to this sort of experimentation come up, which they do from time to time. Anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for my daily and weekly challenges. And yeah, that's all. Bye.